Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.
And we're live, bros.
And we'll fly above the clouds and we'll spread some wings.
Yeah, sorry about the past 2 days missing the podcast. I haven't been feeling too well. Still don't feel super great. And shout out to Yoshi. Yoshi Drops. Sorry, bro. We'll get you on the show soon.
See what's up with you.
But I'm here today. So here we go. If you're watching this on Twitter, do me a favor, retweet this. If you're watching it on Facebook, go ahead and share, then delete Facebook. Head on over to YouTube and then drop a comment. And then you can go to float.app and watch us live there every day, 12 to 1, float.app. That way, yeah. And we're live on Twitch and everything too, dude. Like DLive and whatever. Facebook. Like, come on. Where else? Oh, Vim.tv. If you're not familiar with Vim's pretty cool.
Vim.tv.
Yeah, you can earn crypto for streaming over there, which is why we stream over there. So we're live in like 10 different places right now. So please go ahead and share the live stream. Our co-host is, as always, Nathan. You know, love, answer, that guy. Our
Love
guest,
you.
Corey, you know, enter. Actually, I have it set up for enter the uplift in my thing, but it's TheUpliftWorld.
Yes, all of that.
How
It's the
goes
dragon. Enter it.
it?
I don't know what I'm saying. It's fun though.
Are you in the uplift right now? Are you like?
Yeah,
Are you physically in the metaverse? How'd you do that?
I don't know why I did that, but yeah. I mean, no, this is just my background.
It's like
I
in
feel
Willy Wonka, the original one. They shrink the little kid and he goes into the TV.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm in the TV now.
It's,
like that's
it's
what
exactly
you did, right?
it's exactly like that.
I don't get to see Minecraft like that though. I see people see Minecraft like that. That's like the really good graphics of Minecraft. Like there's a mirror with a reflection in it, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
When I play Minecraft, it still looks like it did in the 90s.
It can definitely get amazed nards if you get some good shaders and stuff on there for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, the water looks good nowadays.
looks
There's
so
actually a
damn
good
good.
reflection on the water. It feels like really, I don't know, it feels good about it. I want to be in that water.
Who
Oh,
made that
you-
crazy waterfall? Was that Anders? Somebody has
Um,
like that crazy looking waterfall on the uplift.
I don't know. There's a few.
Okay.
There's people that are making like whole buildings out of it and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't seen it. If anyone does know, let me know. We'll whip up an article about it. I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. What up, Godwin? What up, Tech? How goes it? Block Bunnies, D&B. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Man, so it's good to see you, bro.
You too, man.
Oh, I'm stretching for the hug I'm about to give you.
You guys hang out a lot since you're within.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
No,
Get some
definitely not
dinner.
enough.
Get some plans to get some brunch that we're gonna have to redo here in a bit.
Congrats,
You
by
gotta
the
take
way.
that place in Hollywood. Ken needs to see the Hollywood area. He'd like it. It's his vibe. Like if you ever go up towards this way that's a little north of South Beach, Ken, there's some places that me and Corey went to a restaurant up in that area one time.
Chill, Le Tub.
Yes. So I want you to, if you ever are up that way and he's also up that way at the same time, you guys should check that fucking place out because it's dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Any excuse to go to Le Tub again. I haven't been there in a long time.
I
Let's
love
do
it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of places I like to eat around here already. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. They kind of have names, but they're also just like someone's house that they sell food out of.
I love those spots.
Yeah.
What's the best?
Yeah, Miami's got a cool vibe for that.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess we could go down to Hanover Beach and just hang out one day, bro.
That sounds good. I don't know if I've ever been to Hanover Beach.
It's a nude beach.
Oh, geez.
Cool.
No, nobody needs me there.
You could bring your guitar to hide your dog.
All right. I mean, there you go. As long
You can
as
just play.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes
You
sense.
need a whole guitar. I think I could hide mine with a ukulele.
Yeah. I use a piccolo.
Oh, dick jokes.
Yeah, we're mature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ish. Mature adjacent,
That's a good way to put it. Like,
right?
I always
Yeah.
said if I never grow up, I want to be like Ken Bosak.
Oh, yeah. That's the good thing about being me. I still have time to grow up. Like people always keep, telling me like, grow up already, and I'm like, that's right. I still get to grow up.
Don't do it, man.
If you want, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you could just redefine what growing up is, and then the rest of us could follow you and not do it.
You can grow in, grow
Yeah.
out.
Just grow in general.
Grow together.
What if you grow down? No one's grown down before.
That's
Yeah.
true. Putting roots down.
Growing down.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I always go like anytime anyone has ever said grow up, I'm like, okay, I've seen a lot of grown-ups. They're not doing this shit well. Just life in general. Like statistically, they're unhappy and divorced. So like, really?
Right,
Is that
right.
what-
I don't want to grow up because grown-ups get divorced.
Exactly. I mean, and they're not happy, right? They're, like again, statistically in a 9-to-5 job, trying to get to a retirement that's never going to work for them. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, being immature is definitely like a pretty nice key to happiness.
That's why it's good to ride paddle boats every once in a while. It's a good
There you go.
reminder of how free you can be, but also how it sucks to have to power things by just paddling. So it's good for the first half hour. This is one of those weird analogies in it. It's good for the first half hour, but after a while, you're like, I want to get back to shore. It's gonna
Yeah.
Right?
The problem
Why
with
is
it's gonna take 30 minutes to get out here. It's gonna take 2 hours to get back. Some fucking
yeah,
house.
well, that's right. The problem with the paddle boat is you spend all of that excitement and energy getting out, and then before you even realize you don't want to do this anymore, you have to turn around and go back, and now it is against enthusiastic will. So I think it's like reluctant strides. So yeah. Anyway, AJ Tunes, thanks for tuning in. Good times with Mello. How goes it, bro? Much love. Dan, dude, I need to see you too, man. Like, what the heck? You're not too far.
band?
Joshua.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you should just drive on over, bro.
Yeah, like what the hell? It's very close.
So I wanted to talk about Uplift and what's going on in the Uplift and what's up with the Uplift.
So, the contract stuff it's going back and forth between the lawyers, but it's moving forward, I think, in, a way that is going to end up being all right.
Okay.
Once that's done, we're going to do an odds and ends sale, which a lot of people have been requesting us to do. Basically, we've got a lot of land key NFTs that are still, in our, official wallet or whatever. People want to buy the one next door to them or whatever it is. So we're just going to put all those things on sale. We got a map-based auction system that we're going to throw out. So you'll just be able to go on the map and click on it, make a little bid on it, whatever you want to do. And that should give us some runway, right? Like everybody at the Uplift right now is working for free till we can get all this stuff squared away because they're freaking fantastic. And then after we do that, we're going to be doing the first tranche of the DAO tokens to landholders. And then we got plans to launch worlds on Polygon, Ethereum, EOS, maybe Terra this year. And we're going to be doing revenue sharing. So if you hold any DAO tokens, 25% minimum of revenue is going to be going out to those DAO tokens after we get them all out. So,
now, have you seen a much higher demand on the Polygon and Ethereum side? Because from what I know, you've got a lot of metaverse very well over there that have been for some time. Decentralized. NFT Worlds is absurd,
right? Like they're doing really well, and like everybody has to host their own servers. I don't even know if anyone cares, right? I don't know if anyone is building on them. I don't know what experiences are getting done,
right?
But it's amazing actually that like the price on those NFT Worlds, and you're basically just getting a seed. Like we could do that in like less than a half a second. It's just like printing a little 500 by 500 whatever the size is, and that's what you're giving to people. It's just a basic world file. Now granted, I think they do have open source software they're using now that basically allows people to host their own server and plug it in, which I think is their special sauce. I've been paying attention to that a lot. I think it's a really cool thing that
well, that's going to be big eventually because it's going to cut down a lot of overhead. Like a lot of people that
100%.
That's like one of the biggest costs, server costs. So like if you think about it, and that might be offset by all the influx of users that you get by entering the Ethereum ecosystem. And I know it's bad for some things and it's super debatable, but one thing is clear.
I mean, you can't argue with the numbers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
The numbers on Ethereum, if you launch there, you're going to make 10 to 100 times more money, right? Yeah. That's 10 to 100 times more development money. That's 10 to 100 times more, money for runway. Like it's just.
But that money is necessary because it's going to cost a lot more on Ethereum.
It might. I mean, like Solidity devs are not cheap, and then it limits the number of things that you can do, right? I mean that for us, we're not it's not going to be a huge focus for us. We're just going to be over there and getting some stuff done or whatever, just because I think that not having a presence there is absurd. I mean, not like doing the whole multi-chain thing, period, not having a presence everywhere. Why not diversify? And we got tons of stuff on Wax. Like it'll always be home base, and rewards are always going to be on Wax, and blah 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 blah. Right? So we're just gonna.
Well, I encourage you to go to every blockchain from here on out, honestly, because I think it would all add value to the Wax NFTs, considering they are the genesis. So if you get a huge fan base on Ethereum or Binance or Cardano, whatever, that audience, that fan base, their attention would go to Wax because of that. So it being home base, I implore you to dabble in all the blockchains you can grow into.
Yeah, it's like also like social media, for instance. Some people that have like 700 followers on Twitter have like 1 million on Instagram. They're actually able to make money off of that part.
Right.
And it's like if they had just stuck to the one side, they would never know and be able to experience the glory over there. And it doesn't mean one's better or worse. It's like you don't want to limit your potential by not being on like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and being able to use the trifecta of like, social media power. And you don't want to limit yourself in blockchain either. Like you don't want to not be on Ethereum, Wax, Solana. Like you want to be on things that are going to be adopted and used. So it's like it's an easy choice.
I think we had to learn and that's like the networking thing too. Like what you were saying, Ken, as far as like the Wax stuff gets more valuable, right? Like that we look at how can we achieve the biggest network effect the fastest, right? Because I think that is ultimately what's gonna create as much value as humanly possible. But just at a sort of micro level, we go over and build something on Terra. Suddenly, 1,000 to 5,000 people on, in that Terra ecosystem, like, what the fuck is this wax thing? Like, and then now there's price arbitrage, between, pieces of land on one blockchain and pieces of land on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all connected to the same ecosystem, right? Like, you could be in Genesis and walk through the portal hub, and then suddenly you're in, you can beam over to the Terra map or the Bored Ape map or whatever it is, right? So like, that's my biggest vision for the multi-chain thing. Like, being in world, you're going to have one experience, but you're able to access all the tribes, all the different blockchains, all the different communities, all the different, kind of groups of people that are out there, will be able to have a place in the Uplift together.
I've already seen the Uplift start like an economy, which I thought was really cool. Like, that I didn't expect this to come out of. But the employment opportunities already in the Uplift are interesting. So obviously I saw the construction thing coming, people getting paid to build like that. The thing I didn't see coming was what Sebastian did was with those skins. Having if you have a wax NFT in your wallet, the skin being available to you in Uplift, so you can just wear a Minecraft skin if you have a wax NFT in your wallet. I was just like, bro, that's like a fucking virtual metaverse. Like, that's a fashion company like you just got. So what are your thoughts on like where other job opportunities come from in the metaverse? Because like one of the ones I'm thinking of that it's sort of like kind of coming into conversations that I'm having with people about like shitcoin being like a virtual shitcoin event is a POV like screen recorders, or people to film the event or film and document basically, essentially, because it is a virtual world. So they're just like documenting that virtual world. And I think that content creators doing like jackass stunts in their backyard in the real world is cool. But I think there's going to be people doing jackass stunts in Uplift, and then that content will be put on YouTube and people will watch that in Uplift. Like, I really see like a lot of different like employment opportunities, or just like industries kind of bridging over, like the fashion industry being like skins in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Are there any of those like industries or new employment opportunities you're seeing, or like you're excited to see come out like in the metaverse?
Yeah, I think that the actual shops, whether it's for NFTs or for physical things, right? Like, you walk into like I don't know how many of the galleries you've seen, but they're getting just obnoxiously good. And I think you're right about the videographer, because like we're producing some content around that. I think that right now is one of the things that's drawing in the most people, is people don't understand what you can do yet, right? And so like seeing those videos is making people just kind of lose their minds and want to come in, which is awesome. But yeah, like having open house events where you can get people in to look at a gallery, like somebody should do a sneaker drop, in there, because right now we can do it with QR codes, but within a few months, definitely this year, you're going to be able to punch a sign and buy shit, right? Not just like wood and freaking diamonds or whatever, right? Like, you're actually going to be able to have a Shopify type experience in the metaverse. And then we're just eBay and Shopify, but in 4-dimensional.
It's gonna be so cool.
Because everybody wants it more anyway. People assume that's like, because I've found certain people on a business level starting to poke around these things and finding out that you can't do that in some ways in certain places, and they're like, wait a minute, what's the point? So like, I think that part is so important to really connect it for people and make sense of it, or else it's just like another game experience for people. That's right. What's going to allow people to like really see the potential of what this has to offer. So
yeah, I think we're gonna see like tour guides pop up in metaverses where their job's just to walk people around and show them around the neighborhood, just like they do in Miami. There's tour guides, in most cities there's tour guides, right? So I think metaverses will have that, and maybe chauffeurs, people who can get you from A to B in the metaverse, because you're gonna have to walk pretty far a lot of the time,
right? Well, and people don't know, like there's so many portals now, but like having a guide to show you the fastest way to get to your thing, that's a really good idea, because there's like so many new people to get their piece of land, and like it's a rite of passage to get to it. Like that's
I'd seen
it's a non-trivial thing.
Mello and TC had that portal station, and I thought that was one of the more genius things. So like basically just having a place where you can go, like an all-in-one stop to get places, like that's genius.
Yep,
that's what it's going to take to make sense of this stuff.
That's franchisable too, the portal station.
Exactly, that's my point. It's so much bigger than just like this one little place. Like I want to see people start to think on like sort of the enterprise level with that stuff, and like that's
be the first McDonald's of the metaverse.
Yeah, like people are setting up locations, multiple like.
Don't you have to eat in Minecraft, right, or you die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
So there should be like a restaurant. Like, there could totally be a Starbucks on like every other corner of Uplift, so people can get something to eat, so they don't die.
I like in the survival cluster. I mean, in the creative worlds, you don't have to eat.
Oh, cool.
But in the survival worlds, I think I'm hoping that shows up, because I am famously really fucking bad at that stuff. I would love to have a place where I can just buy food at every corner, because I need it. So yeah,
take care of yourself,
right? If you're in Uplift, just make a quick shop with freaking carrots so I can feed my dumbass.
Yeah, one of my first experiences with Minecraft was realizing that I had to eat after I only had like one bar of like health left from starving to death, and then I ended up starving to death chasing after, I think it was like a lamb or something, or a sheep. I was just chasing after it, and I starved to death chasing after food, and I was just like, well, this game's hard. Second experience, I didn't, no one ever warned me that there was night zombies or something, and I'm just like roaming around having fun, and then something just murders me in the dark.
Get jacked.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
Night zombie sounds like a metal band.
So also could use like some police in the survival mode because of that. Just to make sure there's like what are they called? The zombies.
They call them mobs.
Mobs, yeah.
Yep.
So we need the police to keep us safe from the mobs.
I have had when I first started building on my estate in Gratitude, I ended up having like an armed escort, and Mello was there actually. Mello and Mitzi joined me down there just because
they from real life.
Yeah, for real. They just like, I was just making some stuff, and they were basically killing all the shit around me to make sure that my dumbass didn't die, because I did so many times.
That's what's up.
Yeah, see, so that's like
help,
what I want to like put into people's minds about like when we say metaverse and all this stuff is like it's real world applicable, or applicable to real world the real world applies there. Like if you there's like a job this is where like that saying, like when you're a kid, like, oh, whatever you want to be when you grow up, you can be it. Yeah, in the metaverse you totally can. Like totally. Yep. You could totally be like the president of whatever land in the metaverse if you wanted to. You could be an astronaut in the metaverse if you wanted to right now. So like, and I think, and that will be like, you'll be able to pay your real world bills by doing things like that in the metaverse. So I just want to have people like thinking outside of being a developer or a programmer or an artist or all these more physical things in the metaverse. I feel like there's a lot of side gigs. Like I'm waiting for like the fucking Craigslist of like metaverse employment opportunities to pop up, because there's going to be people that want to play metaverse but also need to figure out how to make a source of income, and that Craigslist thing will be able to put those dots together.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, and we're starting to see like the beginnings of that with stuff like Shoplist. Tiny Miss Brittany on Twitter just whipped this thing up so people could start listing their shops. Right, because like if I wanted to know where everybody's shop was in the Uplift, I would just have no ability to be able to go and do that. And she not only did that, but and you could do it by world or whatever. There's all sorts of stuff going on in there. But then anything that you wanted to if you just even have like landmarks or attractions, right? Like Mitzi started posting all of her hotels, and all the sort of major builds started putting stuff in there, and you get your own profile page. So like put some stuff up on what your build is, and a video, that kind of thing. Like it just that, and she just did that. It was like let's rock and roll on it. I think it's only a hop, skip, and a jump from that to getting that economy of scale going, right?
It could be like a Facebook Marketplace, but like for Uplift,
yeah.
like and I feel like nobody really saw the level of success Facebook Marketplace would have had, considering like eBay and Amazon. But you could go to Facebook Marketplace and get a used T-shirt to home cooked dinner from somebody. You could probably even find like a babysitter. Facebook Marketplace is it's a lot more than what people expected a social network marketplace to kind of look like. And I feel like the metaverse marketplaces are going to be so much different than any of us right now can kind of like dream about. Like it's good. I know what I kind of want it to be, but I also know that it's going to be really powerful. Being able to sell your whatever scented candles or whatever, right, from essentially a video game to people in real life.
Well, and where you have neighbors, right? Like that ends up like if somebody around you ends up having a really successful shop, right? Like you're gonna have that foot traffic. And
what's it like to have a successful local business in the metaverse?
Right. I think we're gonna find out this year, right? Like I think it's getting to that point now where
Juan's building with Nifty blocks is going to be really cool to see you playing with. I guess that vending machines, and he has like a lot of the physical NFT stuff. So like it's going to be really cool to see all that tinkered with.
Yeah, we had a great conversation with Nifty a couple of days ago, and man, the fact that Juan's going to be at Shitcoin, just shut up. Like, that's.
You're welcome. You're welcome, because I had to get a tattoo to secure that. Okay. So he didn't think I was gonna get a tattoo to get him to come to hang out with me in Miami, but little does he know how little I value my flesh and how much I value my friends.
It's so good. You got the same damn day. Like Juan was like, "Yeah, I'll come if you get it," and Ken's like, "Book
hold
it."
my beer.
You got it that evening, I think.
Yeah, I did. Same day.
God, that's awesome.
So yeah, he'll be in Miami. I sent an email out to the Wax team letting them know that like Juan will be out there, and a few people. Hopefully, William can stop by, say hi, and if I can get him for a time, like we'll work around his time. But I'd love to get Juan and him on like a fireside chat situation. Yeah, man.
For sure, that'd be really good.
The topic would be past, present, and future of NFTs, because I feel like William and Juan would be like the perfect to just debate about the future, and the present is really Nifty. Like without Nifty, Wax would be half as cool.
Yep,
they're both really intelligent too. So I would be and creative. So I'm interested to see like what would come out of it.
Yeah, then we can like throw Corey up there as like a wild card.
I mean, don't threaten
wild card.
Don't threaten Corey. When's the Uplift tattoo happening? By the way. I never hear anything about something like that. Why? Am I a bad guy for saying that out loud in front of
No. I just need to have something I can offer to the bro that'll make it worth having.
Maybe like a few plots is like a village for the bros to come in and create as a community.
I mean, if I had my
kind of already has that.
If I had like my own world,
but like maybe you could like whitelist certain accounts that apply to the community. Boo-foo. Bros, us.
Well, figure it out.
I would definitely take my own survival world.
Your own survival world.
Yeah, so that way I could kill anybody I want that comes into my world.
Got it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Bitcoin Blues Brother. The internet is the metaverse. Yeah, we're using metaverse, but it's really just like virtual gaming. Like it's not. Metaverse would be, I wouldn't even say interoperable, because it would be default interoperable. That is the metaverse. Like it would be one environment that would be able to support all other environments within it. So it would be like going to enter the uplift.world, right, and then entering into Call of Duty from there, or X, Y, and Z from there.
Right.
That would be metaverse. When we get to that point, where when we see these individual metaverses being built, it's a specific world with specific worlds within it. So
it's not fully connected yet, right? I mean, that's something that I get really excited
so it's
about
like the intranet of metaverses, really. Like that's how I see the metaverses that we have today. It's the equivalent of like AOL intranet. When you had that AOL disk and you were playing on the internet using AOL's internet, you were not on the internet, you were on AOL's intranet. And that's what a lot of these metaverses are. They're just intraverses.
For now. Yeah, it's I mean that to get real network effects, we're gonna have to figure out how to knit it all together. And that's weird. I was talking about it last week actually, where we need to figure out, or someone needs to figure out who's much smarter than me. The standard connection protocol for that kind of thing, right? So
you
that
talk to Will Burns. Do you know who that is?
I do not.
He's a friend of mine. He literally helped define the modern definition of the word metaverse.
Okay.
So like I would love to connect you to talk, like he'll tell you for an hour like the ins and outs, and like he helped like decide like what's scientifically accepted as the metaverse and all this stuff. So it's kind of like he's a very interesting dude to talk to. He's on a next level.
I think the standards will come from the two winners. They will start like it would be like Burger King's and McDonald's starting like a gift card that's cross utility. You can use this gift card at McDonald's, or you can use this gift card at Burger King. The same gift card will get you a burger at either restaurant. That would be.
I mean, NFTs are gonna be that, right? Like that's that's so easy, right? Yeah. Anyone can use an NFT for anything, and will, so that hopefully.
But I think that standard though will come from like Meta, which is Zuckerberg, Facebook, Meta, and like Decentraland or Sandbox or one of them. Like it would be a centralized metaverse and a decentralized metaverse. The two with the most money are going to come up with that bridge of interoperability and utility, and that will become the standard everybody's going to want to use. There'll be other options, of course, but I think I think the standard will.
That's where my head went. I'm like, well, you might be right. Also, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah, you'll fork it.
Well, I mean, we'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, we're niche and growing, and I mean, we're never going away, so it'll be something.
It'll probably be something that none of us expect, like Ken said earlier. But I think that a lot of us have some good clues as to what it's going to look like. I just think that a lot of the things are going to start to happen when we're able to finally successfully convince a lot of like really major financiers to kind of put their money where their mind is almost, and like really jump into this space and allow for the innovation by kind of putting the money out there. Because a lot of the projects that are building right now, they don't have all the money in the world. And if they did, they could potentially change the world. But like they're going to need those big budgets to help move the needle, I think. So we'll see that in the next few years. But we've got to do our job, setting the groundwork, talking intelligently to people that don't understand the space, onboarding people, making it easy for them to kind of get it.
Yeah, when did Century 21 reach out to the Uplift and ask about selling real estate for you?
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting day. Yeah. I think that's definitely something that I think somebody right now could start a metaverse real estate brokerage and basically just start selling pieces of land. You probably only want to launch like cool ones, but like that, I think somebody could probably start right now and make a living just in the Uplift, flipping properties for people.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, I think in the real estate industry, there's a few industries I think that blockchain will disrupt in a major way, like the medical device industry, obviously, and medications and stuff like that. I think real estate's huge, but it's going to take some like big sales. Because I used to be at Superworld, and one thing that we would discuss is like, for example, if the Eiffel Tower owned the plot for the Eiffel Tower and then said, hey, we're selling our piece of land with this NFT, like then you have a situation where people can accept like the metaverse as a thing, and because people need that connection, I think, in a big way.
Yeah, so it's like credibility. It's like sort of normal people credibility. And well, we're seeing that with Sandbox and Decentraland already have some pretty big players coming into that space. And I think that's just gonna expand, I think.
Yeah,
so I think one will be chosen as the one, and then these companies like Century 21, like all these other, they'll offer plots in like one or two specific places, and that's it. And then everybody else kind of just does their own thing if they can survive.
We'll see.
Yeah, somebody's going to pull a McDonald's Inc. of virtual real estate, where McDonald's, like in the real world, McDonald's owns all the physical plots of land that are the best for their type of business, fast food franchise type of business. And if you want to own a McDonald's, you have to put it on a plot of land that comes from a McDonald's real estate side. So seeing them go around the world and buy almost as much real estate, they have I think McDonald's in like the Vatican or something like tied with value of real estate. It's like weird. Like the church itself invests a lot in real estate, and McDonald's invests a lot in real estate. So it's just weird to see how much they have invested in real estate outside of what they even do. They just have like a lot of real estate investment. I'm looking at like the potential of that coming to the metaverse, where a company is going to go around and buy specific plots of land specifically for something that niche, and that will be, just like a similar thing. And then we'll see like, something like Century 21 pop up and be like, yeah, you can get a house next to Snoop Dogg. They'll have to explain the value of that property, explain the value of the surrounding area and the metaverse itself. Like, so yeah, I feel like there's going to be a really cool, kind of like a realtor wave where, we see musicians coming into the metaverse. I think realtors are coming in next. Like we need people to explain the land and facilitate those transactions. I think that's very important to the adoptive phase of like real user utility, is like not just people buying and selling, but people being bought and sold, like, having that personal, like not just listing my plot and Uplift on Atomic Hub, but having somebody specifically marketing that plot in other outlets because it is available for sale on Atomic. You know what I mean? Like I want to see my shit being marketed on like a Facebook pop-up ad, or like when you go to eBay and type in lawnmower, I want to see my Uplift plot, like, an ad for it, like,
Yes.
And then
Billboards,
that brings
man.
them. Yeah, billboards. I want to see that, then bring it to Atomic Hub. Atomic Hub shouldn't be, or Nifty Blocks, the marketplaces, they shouldn't be the marketing platform as well as the marketplace platform. And I think that there's going to be a cool wave of, meta marketing. And I'm interested to see what the hell that's going to look like. Like, I have no clue.
Yeah.
But it's coming. It's definitely going to happen.
I agree. Hey, I just fixed that precision problem. So I'm going to launch the Blue Dock pool for Kenn, and I'm going to make it a double. All the pools are getting 250,000 this month, but I'm just going to make yours 500,000 because I fucking can.
Oh, my God.
No, I have a lot of Kenn.
Hold on. Let me post a link to bluedack.io in the chat. There you go, bros. Head on over to bluedack.io.
It's gonna go. These pools are going live at 2 today. So, but I mean, you'll be able to stake Kenn Blue. Probably the second I get this done. It'll take me another couple minutes.
Oh man! All right, so let's talk a little bit about Blue Dack though. Like, so yeah, what is Blue Dack? I guess like for like, when you're talking about it and somebody not too crypto savvy says, what's Blue Dack? What's your like sort of elevator on ramp explanation for what Blue Dack does?
Yeah, I mean, it's so just being super fascinated with DeFi and getting rewarded for staking LP tokens, right? And LP tokens is what you get when you stake to DeFi swaps.
Proof of liquidity pool token.
Yeah. And wanting to see more liquidity for all the tokens, especially like the startup tokens. Whether it's Kenn that just dropped a little while ago. But I mean, like, and having them through all of them so we can create this chain of liquidity, right? And so we started, and messing around with the tokenomics and stuff. Obviously, like the first 4 months, the price just like cratered because we've been giving out shit tons of blue. Right? We've been increasing the amount of circulating supply of blue at a prodigious rate, which of course, we're giving out way less now, right? So we're basically doing what Bitcoin did in the beginning, having tons and tons of Bitcoin going out really, really quickly. And then we're, slowing that down by the same factor, basically, as, we just track the inverse proportion of price. Anyway, long story short, we're doing this. A lot of other projects are doing this as well, right? Like DeFi Box is doing it. There's tons on every single one of the chains. Where we see, this project going, maybe with a little rebrand, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That was a good conversation.
I was just like,
Please.
maybe. Dude, it fills me with joy every time I think about it. I don't think we're ready to announce it, but I think it'd be fucking super fun. Anyway, I think
to say it right now,
right? Like where I think we're going to be able to add some value that other projects aren't necessarily doing that is in the community pools. We're offering the ability for any project to use this system themselves, and we're also going to be doing NFT staking, so you'll be able to stake token and NFT at the same time. But then the stuff that Nefty's dropping, where you can basically do like their blends, you're going to be able to blend to token and back.
Yeah.
Basically what Kate's done with tokenized NFT, they're baking that into their ecosystem so anybody can use that. So, we're going to launch denominational NFTs. So if you want to, burn, blue token or whatever comes next, to an NFT, you're going to be able to do that in denominations. And then this is where I think that the biggest thing for us, we want to just start gamifying the entire experience and doing specific collabs with specific partner projects in the space, because collabs are my fucking favorite. You're basically connecting two communities together and creating something of value or something, some gamified experience, or even just like sweeping the floor. If projects have tons of NFTs out there and they want a way to clean that stuff up and create some more scarcity, with people that are really, really engaged, we're going to be able to do that through this system, and also be doing the LP staking in the NFT.
Yeah, I love that they have that burn for token coming, because that's especially for like some of my specifically for a few of my NFTs that may be out there. I would love to do that.
Let's say we wanted to do a fork, right? And we wanted to just leave something open forever, just apropos of nothing. We wanted to fork a token to a different token. Well, what if you went through the NFTs first, right? You basically sell denominational NFTs of the other token, and then you basically blend or burn those just on Nifty. And anybody can do this, right? So you basically go straight to that with like almost no work, right? Just setting up an NFT sale. That you can leave that stuff open. The contract's on Nifty and it's hosted, and it'll just work. Yeah, Bullshit and I were talking about that yesterday. It's fucking super easy.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, it's just like the more tools we get, the more like everything gets. It's so hard to keep up, like mentally, like where things can go with what we have, because we get given so much so quickly now. It used to take a year or years to see any features get implemented in anything, and these days we see once a month something interesting is being implemented to everything, or if not more rapid than that. So yeah, I want to play around with that a little bit, see what that looks like. I think that would be a fun competitive tool too, like like because you can cross collections, like my collection and Dutchy, Sebastian's the digital assets kind of cross. So like we could like reward people for burning each other's NFTs with each other's tokens. That would be fun.
Yeah, I think that's I didn't even thought of that competitive. That's fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think you'll see like burn parties, competitions, and then leaderboards for tokens based on that stuff. Like people will probably be creative with it, like they do with everything else.
Yeah, I would love to see leaderboards for that stuff, of course.
It'd be dope,
right? Yeah, that's gonna be some good cake. We were thinking about doing leaderboards for pool picking, kind of like leaning off what Aether was doing.
Right.
And I think we're just gonna be able to do that. But like, I just need a leaderboard, and I think the bad gifters can be able to build it. The projects the LP token projects that get listed just have blue liquidity depth as the main progenitor, and like when we launch pools, we basically just look at that and have that squared away whenever we do snapshots, and just do it that way.
Since you
what do you
mentioned,
think is going to come of that new structure that our plan has implemented? I heard you mention the Aether there, like I know what it's doing now. Do you think like a year from now, for instance, like how they're basically just they've designed a bunch of ways to get people to burn tokens. Basically, is what happened.
Well, and they had to. I mean, the thing is, they went into a phase of hyperinflation, and in fact, they're still there.
They're still
right.
there.
So like, what do you? And that's like engagement over time now is basically what they've turned it into. And I'm not mad at that. Like that's like if you're still in it and still playing the game, and they've always said they were a game, right? Yeah. Then
I wonder like what happens in 12 months to the token price actually, and I think like. Depending on that, I mean, I assume it's going up, right? It would kind of have to if you look at the numbers, but whatever happens there, I think that based on that success, you'll see a lot of projects start to implement that because what they did is pretty genius and it's pretty simple too.
Right. Yeah. It's not hard to do, and that's like the blue liquidity depth. Showing the thing. It's the same thing basically, right? You're staking, stuff into. You're basically locking blue up, but you're locking partner tokens up too, which is like. Our one of our pillars, one of the main reasons why we wanted to do this in the first place.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's like it gives that token instantaneous utility. And then the community outreach too, right? Like Bad Gitter's pretty fucking excited about our land being number one behind Weekend or whatever, and he should be, right? When it was at the total bottom, he did an entire sale and gave everybody the option to buy shit with Aether instead of anything else. And they did. So he's sitting on like 60 billion Aether now. Fuck you. It's done.
Yeah. I like the burn the claim too. Is that something you could implement into Blue Deck where if people were staking, the amount that they claim would have to be like a limit that would be given to them by the amount that they burn?
Yeah. I mean, so that we haven't looked at that, but I've been thinking about that, right? Like even if it was like once every day or whatever, because then it just kind of becomes a right.
They have to keep coming to this site. Like if you don't want to have to adjust it to have to like be able to claim more, which you have to basically burn more to claim more.
Oh, the Aether, right? Like anybody who has any, it's like the 10,000 an hour thing, they should just made it zero because like 10,000 an hour, like that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, it's something that I would look at for sure. I don't know how we would necessarily implement it with the contracts that we have, but I mean, it's got to happen. I mean, the flip side is just doing, I was just gonna say we could just do a tax on the claim button, which we can do that, right? So we can burn 10%, all the time without any trouble. But I really like that. Like as much as it annoyed me in the beginning, because I'm still doing the Our Planet stuff too. I
burn a lot every day because I don't want to adjust the thing. I'm just like, all right, just whatever, let's go. I'll burn like hundreds of thousands just on accident.
Yeah, well, you just want to find the right balance, right? Because like I basically do it three times a day. That's the amount of time I want to spend on it.
So I just set it up. 1% of the limit an hour. So yeah, you just have to find the mathematical balance of what your claim earns you per hour and what your limit.
You're earning a lot. So that claim adjustment is like it's tough to figure out. So if you're making like hundreds of thousands per hour, like you have to keep that thing in the millions to be able like. Yep. If you miss a day, like that's going to be a lot. So,
it's
and there's nothing you can do unless you go to the secondary market, buy more tokens to then burn to get your claim to increase, or you claim it and that just burns whatever you can't, your limit doesn't allow you to get.
Yep.
It's like in that one Shrek movie where Shrek and Fiona were chained at opposite sides of the dungeon. If one would move forward, it would pull the other back, right? No?
Sure.
But it's kind of like that. Like you can't really get closer to your target without moving back a little bit too. So it's smart. I mean,
yeah. I mean, and the amount of inflation they have is just
had to be something.
It's insane, right? And like one thing we could do with Blue Deck is like we took the inflation from 30 million a month down. I think it was even more than that. It was 130 down to like 25, 26, 27.
It's amazing.
Right. So and the main thing now is like the wax blue thing is still really high just because we want to make sure that's deep enough that anybody who wants to get in can get in or whatever. Yeah. And of course we started doing the blue for blue staking too. So like if you just want to like lock that up, we're just kind of giving people options. But yeah, I think like the having more communities connected to it, figuring out how to not figuring out it's gonna be easy, but getting the tokenized or the NFT versions of the denominations of the token so that we can do cool ass blends for other stuff and then do NFT staking. And then I think, we're going to have a pretty strong ability to pull this thing up off the bottom, which is where it's at now. I mean, it's pretty stable at dirt fucking cheap, pointless.
Yeah,
Nowhere to go but up.
I love the whole community token staking, and then adding additional utility to that with the liquidity pool token being a tool for some sort of farming. Do you think that, I know that we can farm NFTs with these liquidity pool tokens by staking them on BlueDAC, but do you think there will be a way for me to one day be able to do a drop through BlueDAC, where I could say this NFT is only available to those who are providing liquidity to Kenn token? You take
Yes.
that liquidity pool token, you stake it on BlueDAC, and then
Yes.
one of those liquidity pool stakers will randomly get one of those NFTs from that drop.
We've got that contract mapped out already. We just haven't implemented it. So basically,
Yes.
like, you're getting rewards in token, right? So imagine you're in Kenn Blue, right, or Kenn Wax, whatever, it doesn't matter, and you guys have seeded the reward pool for this with like 1,000 NFTs, right? Some, common, uncommon, a couple big or like rare ones, whatever it is, right? And so we can set it up so that like 4 times a day, it'll take a look at everybody who's got it staked, and your percentage win chance will be your percentage of the pool, right?
Yes.
And then 4 times a day, somebody's going to win an NFT. It'll depend entirely on how much you have staked, but even if you have 1%, you got a 1% chance of winning 4 times a day.
How far do you think that's out from being like a usable feature? On top of being able to earn blue from all this, we can individual pools people can earn NFTs as well.
I gotta chat with Nathan about it. Like it shouldn't be that much harder than what we already have, right? Because when you're funding a mine and it's sending out token, it's basically just going to be sending out an NFT instead. So I'll ask him about that. Again, with everything that's been going on, we haven't really spent a whole lot of time thinking about this shit. But keep bugging me about that, and I'll ping him and see what we can do. But yeah, we've talked about it a gazillion times. I know we can do it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Alien Worlds kind of has like the tool, because if people play on Alien Worlds, they get that random NFT out of the plot of land. I'm sure they could just
right. Yeah. Well, and I think USA Michael had something like that as well. So again, I know Nathan's super busy. It kind of gets to the point where I know he's got it mapped out in his head. The guy's fucking frighteningly smart.
He's very smart.
Right.
I've been in meetings with him, and I'm like,
yeah, dude,
I'm not gonna say anything. I don't
I love hanging out with that guy. Is it like drinking beer with that guy? Like every once in a while, if I say something smart, I'm like, fuck yes.
You feel like it's a victory.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. Because it's just ordinarily I'm just trying to keep up. But yeah, the thing is that's so important that if for any reason we think it's going to take a while for Rempel to implement on it, we'll find somebody else who can, because it's clearly something that people are going to really dig.
Literally dig.
Ooh. We like puns.
Farming. Farm. That's a farmer joke.
Okay.
We're nerds. That's
hey,
fine.
Comp Space in the chat. Long time no see, bro. You coming back to Apex? I've been playing Apex. Man, good to see you in the chat. Comp Space, much love, man. I was just talking to AJ about you. Bitcoin Blues, brother. Love you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. What up, Quarter Crawler?
One of my early waxes.
Ben, yo. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Appreciate it. Speaking of AJ, ta-da, he's in the chat. I guess we could kind of wrap things up here. Anything we wanted to make sure we talked about when it comes to Uplift or Blue that we didn't get a chance to go over?
I just confirmed that I had to learn how to launch these pools on my own, just because everybody else has full-time fucking jobs, and getting Rempel to do anything outside of what he's doing, again, he's super fucking busy.
You have to give him $1 million to do it.
Exactly, and rightfully so, right? So I had to learn how to do this myself, and he gave me documentation how to do it that's so good that even I can do it, and I'm not smart at this shit at all. So just take some work. Anyway, so I got that freaking Kenn Blue thing launched, and it's 2x the other pools in the space, except for BitBlue. Bit from our land. I juiced that pool something fierce because the guy rewrote the entire fucking website, and it's the only reason any of it works at all. So I feel that's pretty fair.
He deserves
that
it.
is hella fair.
It was a nice one.
Sounds like it's deserved.
Yeah.
Anyway, those who grease the wheels get their wheels greased.
It is.
Without those who do things, we wouldn't have anything to do.
It's true. And I mean, on BlueDAC, for people that haven't been there a while, there's a harvest all button, so you can just harvest literally every pool all at one time. And then there's a withdrawal button because there is some people on the community pools that are giving out different tokens or whatever. It allows you to withdraw all the tokens to your wallet all at the same time. Like Stonker's just doing some shit or whatever. And he is going to have Bad Gifters building out a new UX for the community pools. So anybody's going to be able to take any token and reward any LP that they want.
Oh,
That's dope.
what? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
So if you guys want to reward Kenn Wax or Kenn Blue or both and give out Kenn for it, you'll be able to do it. Like any like monkey will be able to go to Blue Deck and just be able to do that on their own.
What if I want to reward people who are doing blue wax with Kenn?
Yeah, done.
Oh, that's cool. So it doesn't have to necessarily be my community.
Go for it.
I could like reward people that are doing Trillium wax or Ether blue.
Whatever you want.
That's fucking awesome.
Very easy way to get
And
in.
I think I could actually do that now, understanding this contract a little bit. So if there's a specific one that you want to test out, let me know, and I'll like try and wrap my head around making it happen.
All right. Fuck, dude, that is
But pretty
awesome.
soon, like the UX should be done before too long, where like literally anybody's just gonna be able to do it really easily.
Yeah, that's going to be great for cross-pollination, sort of
Yes.
community cross-pollinating.
It's the goal.
Yeah, I love that. I'm already thinking of ways that it's going to be awesome to see. Like, I would love to reach out to like Alien Worlds and be like, yo, can you guys reward some people that are doing Kenn Blue, Kenn Wax with some Trillium and other, like just that outreach, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it's going to be awesome.
You
Yep.
should call it pollination. Like just like that's the term used to do it. You have to pollinate this other thing. It'd be dope.
Yeah, I like it.
I'd love
So,
to
yeah.
pollinate with you more,
Blue's gonna be sponsoring season 6 of the Uplift too, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh,
So we're moving to a system on the rewards pool where we're only going to give out the wax that we make from staking, right? Just so it's
that's
is never gonna go
sustainable.
down.
Sustainable.
100%,
Yes,
right?
you gotta move to a sustainable thing with
Yeah.
that, for sure.
And then we're going to get partner tokens to donate a bunch, and we'll basically have a sponsor every season. So Blue's going to do it this time. If you know any projects that want to dump a pile of tokens on, a bunch of rabid degens that are running around in the Uplift, and obviously billboards, and every time the rewards go out, everyone's going to be talking about whatever token. So
Black Bunny in the chat wants to know, does Uplift still plan on moving away from the Minecraft look?
I mean, we have never been
That's-
planning specifically on that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, still.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it. It is possible, and we think about this a great deal, to take the world files that are getting created and bootstrap them up into an Unreal 5 experience, for example. That is tens and tens of millions of dollars of development and years away, right? It's not on our radar right now as something that we can do. There's so much action going on right now, so much creativity, so much dev work to create, kind of economic experiences within the Uplift and create a framework so that people can actually build stuff. It's not on our radar right now, but it's stuff we do talk about.
And I mean, every year that stuff's going to get easier and easier, especially
100%.
with the metaverse getting all the
only a matter
attention
of
it
time.
gets now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
But I
say
think-
it's not worth building that bridge. It'd be worth waiting for it to be built.
Right, and it's sooner or later. That's really well put.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Fucking, I'm not. gonna
That's
say
a
it.
mic drop moment for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, what you're doing with Minecraft right now with Uplift will be applicable to damn near every metaverse, because it's metaverse applicable. Like, if
Right.
Meta's doing this, or Sandbox, etc., whatever can apply what you have built to that metaverse. So I don't see why not. You know what I mean? And yes, Satoshi Sean, I'll check out my messages after this. I guess, yeah, we can wrap it up here, bros. Thanks everybody for all the love. I see all the hearts on Twitter. Thank you. Oh, that sounds
Hey,
Dr. Genie. Thanks for all the love, bro.
Shout out to whoever staked to Kenn Blue already. Well done.
Well done.
Quick.
Yeah, I posted a link where you can pick up some Kenn token if you'd like, and I posted a link to Blue Deck as well. Head on over there and yeah, stake your liquidity pool. Provide some liquidity to Kenn, bro, and then head on over to Blue Deck, stake that LP, and start earning blue. And soon you'll be earning Kenn as well, and you'll be able to get NFTs from all of that. Like, what the dude? Just much.
It's
whoa.
gonna be fun, man. We've been building all these amazing tools. I think for me this year, it's just like, how much fucking fun can we have with all the shit that we built? And then, of course, like everything that Nefty's doing, like all these ideas that have been kind of formulating and becoming things that we can do just really easily now. Now it's a playground. Now I think it comes down to community collaboration, pollination, Mr. Nathan. Like that's the whole thing, right? Like it's just about connecting people and connecting value now.
No, I agree. It's time to oil each other up and slip.
Nailed it.
Slide around on the
100%.
a little bit.
Which I think, like, for some reason, the second you said oil each other up, I like right off the bat started thinking about us all playing Twister while oiled up. That's really fucked up. That just went through my brain. But I'm sure we could do it. It'd be fun.
Oh, it makes it easier. Like if I have a difficult position,
does it?
And you're there, like we can.
Then you're gonna like slip. There's no. It's just gonna end up being a pile of slippery bodies. But you know,
be a pile of limbs and
worse things happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Oh, and I was so excited to see Corey
penguin.
today, and so distracted by missing Yoshi for 2 days. So shout out again to Yoshi. Yoshi drops. Yoshi, I love you. Sorry I missed you. But since I was distracted by missing Yoshi and distracted through my excitement of seeing Corey, I forgot to say Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Indeed.
That's a thing.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's a thing. It's today.
Yep.
I'm partially Irish.
Happy St. Patty's Day. I mean, I'm a little. I got I got a colada for my grandma here, and yeah, I didn't even realize it was St. Patty's Day today. Did you?
Now I know.
I'm wearing green.
Patrick's Day.
Nailed it.
I'm wearing green. I am not. But yeah, so I guess we'll wrap it up here. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Drink and mint responsibly.
There you go.
I feel like St. Patty's Day could be one of those days where if a project wanted to launch, something's going to go wrong because everyone's going to be drunk. Don't mint and drink.
I'm just going to mention NFTs are just green. It's just a green background. I'm just going to mint those. I'm selling for $1,000.
Yeah, just don't touch your wallets today, Just keep yourselves out.
That's smart.
Shout out to Artificials, Dingleberries, Baby Oil Twister. Let's fucking go. Irish Girl Crypto. Happy St. Patty's Day. Irish Girl Crypto. Look, she was watching this whole fucking time and she didn't say shit in the chat till I acknowledged the existence of St. Patrick. And then, of course, Irish Girl Crypto says hi.
Nailed it.
How goes it, Irish Girl Crypto? Love you. Hope you're having a day. No drunk posts exactly. Yeah, stay off social media. Stay off CoinMarketCap and Atomic Hub and OpenSea and all of them. Just enjoy the real world today.
Drunk trading. That's when the FOMO will get you.
I lurk and try to learn. I love you, Irish Girl Crypto. Thank you so much. I felt your presence. As soon as I saw you in the chat, I was like, I know she didn't just tune in. She was here this whole time. That's love. Check out Uplift. Check out Blue Dack, uplift.world, bluedack.io. And yeah, Shitcoin Conference, April 5th and 6th. Corey will be there. Nathan will be there. I'll be there. Brooke will be there. She'll be there. You should be there.
Pull up, how dare you.
Shitcoinconf.com. If you want to get a Bro membership, it comes with a general admission to Shitcoin. So brobros420.com. Get an NFT and get into Shitcoin. Or just go to shitcoinconf.com, pick up a ticket. Or not pick up a ticket, but they donate, pick up a ticket. And I hope to see you all in Miami. All right, I gotta poop. I love you all. Bye.
I'm so excited.
All right, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Love you guys. Cheers.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs.
NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.